English for Lao Secondary School Book 6. Unit 3. Traveling and Tourism. Lesson 1. On Holidays. In this lesson, students will learn about information, activities, visiting places, and time spending during holidays. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Read and remember the meanings of the following words or phrases.
Picnic, fermented fish, sightseeing, utensils, travel, ingredient, bushwalking, beverages, suggest, soft drink.
Exercise 2. Listen and repeat. Listen and repeat the words or phrases in the box after the teacher.
Picnic, fermented fish, sightseeing, utensils, travel, ingredient, bushwalking, beverages, suggest, soft drink.
Exercise 3. Listen and practice. Listen to the dialogue and practice it in pair.
Have you decided where to go on your holidays?
Not yet. Where do you think I should go?
There are many interesting places that I know. I suggest you go to one of the World Heritage Sites Luang Prabang. There are a lot of beautiful sites and waterfalls such as Tad Kwamsi, Tadasi, and Tumting.
What do you think about Chumpasak?
Chumpasak is also a good place to go. I think you shouldn't miss it. The biggest waterfall is in Chumpasak.
What is the name of the waterfall?
It's called Cornparping Waterfall.
Oh, I see. What about the beautiful sightseeing?
There are Tad Lor, Fosuam, Tad Farn, and there are many more. They are all amazing. But if you don't want to travel that far, you can have a picnic or visit some places around Vientiane.
If I choose to have a picnic in Vientiane, where should I go?
You should go to Tad Moon.
Why is Tad Moon?
Because it's the closest waterfall about 20 kilometers from the city. Driving is very convenient, the road is good, and it's easy to get there.
Thanks for all useful details. Well, I will think over where I will go for my holiday.
It's my pleasure, Deng.
Exercise 4. Read and match. Read and match the words in the box with the right pictures. Exercise 5. Read and answer. Answer the questions. When was your last holiday? Where did you go? How did you plan your last holidays? Read the following text and answer the questions below.
Preparing for a picnic at Tad Moon. My name is Deng. This is my plan about the upcoming holidays. My family and I are going to have a picnic at Tad Moon, which suggested by one of my classmates, Samzi. In the past, we always bought lunch at site, but this time we plan to prepare lunch ourselves. We're going to make bamboo soup at the picnic area. So, we have to get our cooking utensils and food ingredients for the cooking. Making the bamboo shoot soup, we need bamboo shoots, chilies, fermented fish sauce, and soaked sticky rice paste. These are the main ingredients, and they are available at Tad Moon where local people sell their products. Charcoal and beverages are also available at the refreshment center. It's quite convenient to do your own cooking at Tad Moon. We are also going to wear something that's suitable to go swimming. Sport shoes are also necessary in case we want to take a walk along the riverbank. I think we have everything that we need and just hope the weather would be nice on the day of our picnic so we can enjoy the holidays.
Now answer the questions below. Exercise 6. Grammar note. We often use should or ought to when you give someone advice. Example:
You ought to or should see Sabe di Wang Prabang. It's a great film.
we use should or ought to when we are talking about our own feelings, but we prefer ought to when we are talking about outside rules, laws, moral duties, etc. Example:
Everybody ought to wear a helmet while riding a motorcycle.
Exercise. Read and complete the following sentences by choosing the correct grammar usage between should or ought to. Exercise 7. Listen and write. Listen to the dialogue in Exercise 3. Write all the words you hear which related to the visiting place.
Have you decided where to go on your holidays?
Not yet. Where do you think I should go?
There are many interesting places that I know. I suggest you go to one of the World Heritage Sites, Luang Prabang. There are a lot of beautiful sights and waterfalls such as Tad Quamsi, Tadasi, and Tumting.
What do you think about Chumpasak?
Chumpasak is also a good place to go. I think you shouldn't miss it. The biggest waterfall is in Chumpasak.
What is the name of the waterfall?
It's called Cornparping Waterfall.
Oh, I see. What about the beautiful sightseeing?
There are Tad Lor, Fosuam, Tad Farn, and there are many more. They are all amazing. But if you don't want to travel that far, you can have a picnic or visit some places around Vientiane.
If I choose to have a picnic in Vientiane, where should I go?
You should go to Tad Moon,
Why is Tad Moon?
because it's the closest waterfall about 20 kilometers from the city. Driving is very convenient, the road is good, and it's easy to get there.
Thanks for all useful details. Well, I will think over where I will go for my holiday.
It's my pleasure, Deng.
Exercise 8. Write. Write 2 paragraphs about going to a picnic on the weekend. Example:
This weekend, my classmates and I are going to have a picnic, so we need to make a plan.
Lesson 2. At the airport. In this lesson, students learn about important information at the airport. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Read and remember the meaning of the following words or phrases.
Conveyor. Departure area. Boarding pass. Fragile. Information desk. Travel tax. Flight number. Boarding time. Check-in counters. Immigration. Duty-free shops. Currency exchange counter. Gate number. Passport number. Trolley. Visa.
Exercise 2. Listen and repeat. Listen and repeat the words or phrases in the box after the teacher.
Conveyor. Departure area. Boarding pass. Fragile. Information desk. Travel tax. Flight number. Boarding time. Check-in counters. Immigration. Duty-free shops. Currency exchange counter. Gate number. Passport number. Trolley. Visa.
Exercise 3. Listen and practice. Listen to the dialogue and practice it in pair. A. At the check-in counters.
Good morning. How many suitcases do you have and how many people are checking in?
My sister and I, we have 1 handbag and 2 suitcases.
Do you have any fragile items in your suitcases that could be broken?
Oh, yes. I have 2 bottles of perfume. Please, put a fragile sticker on.
Are those perfumes in both suitcases?
No, only in the red one.
I will put fragile sticker on it then. The maximum weight allowance is 20 kilos per person.
Oh, I'm glad that the weight of my luggage is not over 20 kilos.
Enjoy your flight.
Thank you.
B. At immigration counters.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. What is your purpose of going to Singapore? Is it for pleasure or business?
I'm visiting Singapore for pleasure.
How long will you be staying in Singapore?
I will be there for 4 days.
Where will you be staying in Singapore?
I will be staying at Mandarin Orchard Hotel.
Have a good time in Singapore.
Thank you.
Exercise 4. Grammar note. Present and past form of verbs. How do we use have, has, had, present form?
I, we, you, they, have, he, she, it, has, I, we, you, they, go, he, she, it, goes.
Past form.
I, we, you, they, had, he, she, it, had, I, we, you, they, went, he, she, it, went.
Exercise. Read and answer the following sentences by choosing the correct form of verbs in the box to put into the blank. Exercise 5. Read and answer. Read the text and answer the questions below. 1. Have you ever traveled abroad? 2. What are the important documents you need to bring? At the airport.
My name is Boonpun. My sister and I traveled to Singapore last December. Our flight number was J574 at gate E1 and the departure time was at 17:30 in the afternoon. We had 2 suitcases. Mine was red and hers was brown. I had 2 bottles of perfume in my red suitcase. We used a trolley to carry our suitcases to the check-in counters. After weighing our suitcases, the check-in staff put them on the conveyor. When we reached the immigration counters, we showed our important documents like passports, air tickets, boarding passes, and immigration forms to the officer. Then we went on to the security checkpoint where my handbag was inspected before entering the departure area. Duty-free shops are all around. Souvenir items, clothes, shoes, bags, watches, chocolates and lots of things are available in the duty-free shops. Those are tax-free and they are allowed on board. Items such as perfumes, sharp things, hand and body lotion and any liquid substance are not allowed on board. Finally, we walked through the gate number E1A, got on the plane to Singapore. When we reached Singapore, we went through the immigration counters and showed our passports, tickets, and immigration forms to the officer. Then we went to the currency exchange counter and bought some Singapore dollar. Singapore is a small and yet a beautiful country. We enjoyed our time in Singapore very much.
Now answer the questions below. Exercise 6. Read and match. Read the text in Exercise 4 and match the names with the right pictures. Exercise 7. Read and complete. Read the text in Exercise 4 again and complete the necessary information below. Exercise 8. Read and write. Give information to the words or phrases below. Example: passport,
Passport number. Name. Birth date. Birthplace. Date of issue. Place of issue.
Exercise 9. Write. Write one paragraph about your trip abroad. Lesson 3. Traveling to Luang Prabang. In this lesson, students learn to ask questions about going to different places. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Read and remember the meanings of the following words.
Dangerous. Rural. Curvely. Aviation office. Helpful. Hilly. Dangerous. District. Cloud. Current. Float. Adventure. Northern line. Cliff. Unwind.
Exercise 2. Listen and repeat. Listen and repeat the words or phrases in the box after the teacher.
Dangerous. Rural. Curvely. Aviation office. Helpful. Hilly. Dangerous. District. Cloud. Current. Float. Adventure. Northern line. Cliff. Unwind.
Exercise 3. Listen and practice. Julia is a tourist from London. She arrived to Vientiane and would like to visit different places in Laos. She goes to a tourist information office and asks about tourist sites in Luang Prabang.
Good morning, madam. May I help you?
Yes, I am going to visit Guangxi Waterfall. Do you have any information about it?
Yes, madam. It's the biggest waterfall in Luang Prabang province in the northern part of Laos.
How can I get there?
First, you have to go to Luang Prabang province. You can get there by boat, bus or plane, then get in tuk-tuk or taxi from the town to the waterfall.
How much is the fare to Luang Prabang?
Well, the bus fare to Luang Prabang is about 110,000 kip. The airfare is 450,000 kip and the fare from the town to Guangxi Waterfall is about 25,000 kip.
Where can I buy the air ticket?
At the Lao Aviation Office.
Is there any hotel around the market?
Yes, there are lots of hotels and also restaurants that serve traditional Lao food around the market.
Oh, one more question. Can I swim at the waterfall?
I'm afraid not. It's dangerous to go swimming there because during the rainy season, a current of water is very strong. But you can swim during the dry season.
Thanks a lot. You're very helpful.
Exercise 4. Read and answer. Read the text and answer the questions below.
Driving to Luang Prabang. Driving to Luang Prabang in Laos is tiring, but interesting to see views along the road. Luang Prabang is about 350 kilometers far from Vientiane capital. Most local tourists like to drive to Luang Prabang even though they know the road is hilly and curved that makes them very tired. On the road from Vientiane capital, they can see beautiful Lao old-style wooden houses that are not easy to find in other places. The first mountain they have to cross is Phufar, where most passengers stop at the altar site and make their wishes for safe trips. When they go down the other side of Phufar, they start to take adventure along narrow, hilly, curved, and sometimes on the cliff road. However, they can unwind themselves when they arrive to Vung Vieng, where they can see beautiful mountains and Lao traditional living style of people. Further up to Phu Quyen, they can stop at the famous restaurant where they can have lunch and see the view with white clouds floating under the level of the restaurant. At Phu Quyen, they can see ethnic people selling their produce on the roadsides. Kukikam is also a good place to stop over to see various lifestyles of ethnic groups. From Kukikam, it will take about 2 hours to arrive to Luang Prabang, where the stupa on top of Pasi can be seen as a sign they have arrived Luang Prabang. Traveling by car to Luang Prabang is tiring, but it is worth to experience.
Now answer the questions below. Exercise 5. Match. Match the words with the right pictures. Exercise 6. Listen and complete. Listen to the text and fill in the missing words by using the words in the box.
Sayaburi Province. Sayaburi Province is in the west of Laos. It shares an international border with Thailand to the west. The Mekong River forms the border between Sayaburi Province and Udamsay Province to the east, and between Luang Prabang Province and Vientiane Province to the east. Sayaburi Province has a total area of 16,389 square kilometers, but 65% of the land is mountainous, and 42% is forest. The province has a total of 8 districts and a population of 291,705 people, living in 559 villages. 90% of the people live in rural regions, 38% live in the districts in the south, 35% live in the districts in the center, and 27% live in the districts in the north. The districts in the north are poor, and Sayaburi needs more roads, schools, and health services there.
Exercise 7. Write. Write about a place around your province. You may begin like this.
I live in Savanarkhet Province. There are many beautiful places in my province. For example, you can see Tadiang Hung and you can visit the market.
That's end of Unit 3.